Dumbledore from Harry Potter movies, so you may recognize his voice. Okay, we are here to talk about our newest plans for War Thunder, because every several months we are releasing huge so-called major updates to the game, and the next one is going to be 143 update, and it will have a lot of new content. So let's start. Of course, we are going to add even more planes into the game. These are just examples, but there will be more. There are dozens of planes, especially, and we focused this time on jet planes for the high-tier battles with high-level players. So our players, especially the ones who are playing for Germany or Japan, will be very happy about this. Also, we are going to add a lot of new ground vehicles. I'm not showing the tanks because we are going to add the whole lineup of German anti-air vehicles. Because in War Thunder there are combined battles between player-controlled tanks and player-controlled planes. And this is well you need the anti-air to protect your tanks from the enemy bombers and fighters. So there will be more than a dozen new vehicles as well, and these are just examples. One of the new tanks is going to be the Soviet heavy tank T-35, and the cool thing about this tank, it has 5 turrets. So we are going to enable the multi-turret support in our game. So let's take a look. So you will be able to switch between the turrets. You can try to fire all of your turrets into the same target, or you can fire in different directions. We have similar mechanics already in the game. It is used for our bombers, because some of the bombers have like 10 gunners in different parts of the bombers. So it's something like this. And of course, when we will add the British and American tanks into the game, which will happen maybe next year, they also had some multi-turret vehicles, and we are going to support it as well. Of course, in each major update we are adding more maps into the game. So one of them will be Norway. It is very huge, 128 kilometers map. And another one will be the Poland. It will be the first city-based ground forces map, because our players requested very often, and we are going to provide it. Another cool feature of War Thunder is support for user-generated content. So back in April we released special tools for our community, the mission editor, the content editor, and they can use these tools to create all kinds of content for our game. They can create new maps, new missions, new camouflages, and also if they are skilled with 3D Max, for example, they can even create new planes or new tanks. And we created a special website, it's called War Thunder Live, and our community can share their content on this portal. They can download others' content and use it on their local computer. But in update 143 we are going to start the revenue share program. So we are going to handpick one of the best user-created camouflages, for example, and integrate them into the game. So when someone purchases user-created camouflage, we are going to share up to 25% of revenue with created content. And it will work with missions, maps, new vehicles, etc. So we really think it will motivate our community even more to create a lot of new user content. Also, we created a special racing mode. So it's a special mission which you can play with your friends. When you are tired of fighting, you just manage to race and see who will be the first. It's very simple, but fun. Now, War Thunder is a very realistic game. We don't have any points, for example. We have the very complex damage model in our game. So when you are in battle, you have to know what parts of enemy tanks are thickest or weakest, etc. So to make it easier, especially for new players, we created a special tool which allows you to see all the parts of your tank, all the parts of armor of your tanks. So when you meet like T-34 in battle or the Tiger, for example, you will know where is the weakest spot, and it will be easier to kill it. Also, speaking of damage model, we created a special kill cam. So when you get killed, there are all kinds of factors that contribute to it. For example, you might get hit from the side, and the shrapnel killed all of the crew members inside. Or you were penetrated and your fuel was ignited. Or the hit was powerful enough to detonate all of your ammo and you exploded. So it happens in the game already, but now you will have better understanding what happened. So you will be able to avoid it in the future. And now, this is not the 143 stuff. This is the feature that we are working on, and we don't have the release date for it yet. But let's take a look. This is the new Poland map, by the way. So it will look like this. So it's a teaser future update. And another thing that we announced recently, War Thunder is going to be released on Shield tablet from NVIDIA. Now the thing here is that it's the standalone Android version of War Thunder, which runs, it's not streaming, it's the real client of the game. Basically the same version that we are using on PC, and the idea is that if you are using the LTE version of tablet, you can take it with you on the train, on your trip, and use the touch controls and play it using the mobile internet. But when you get home, you can connect your tablet to the screen through HDMI. Option, and then sit on your couch, take the gamepad and play it, and the graphics are like on PC on medium settings, something like this. So it looks very nice. Thanks to the Tegra K1 graphics chip, it became possible. But we don't have the release date for it yet. It's still in development. I believe that NVIDIA is shown here. So we can take a look. And another announcement that we are making here at Gamescom is that War Thunder will be playable on Project Morpheus of the station. So when you go to the Sony presentation, you will have a chance to try this.